中等的广播加火让养拉下杂路，刚个路住这你正着你的南大拉斯，今年东跟这边就觉得你记得个老王子，刚到这边早上马人们都等我的节奏，若做跟那个就到这样了，就这样当中，这都是这种你么你努力节奏到中在。마르면 저등으로 내가 전에 좀 저라잖아 돈에 다장 사진 다성연던데 저제지도 저저저다 전에 전에 달로만 저런 자호라야란다다 오마라바자나도 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 오마라바자나 오마라바자나도 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 오마라바자나 오마라바자나르 쯔드는 지짐제로 오즈르지 달로드면 바라서 과당단주 종로 도바이 루주보베 나와 제트소르 냥지 젬보 즈드는 이메자 존에 몰로 젬보 납자 바크르당 암잔두 젬머도 돈바디지 잔라 상사르로 各位佛友，大家晚上好。
Good afternoon, all Dharma friends.
我们现在准备讲今天的课。那么今天的课的这个题目是上路吧，走出轮回一个这样子的题目。
So we are going to begin with tonight's teaching now. The topic of this evening's teaching is Hit the road, let's leave samsara.
那么这个课的这个内容呢，主要是佛教徒怎么样从这个轮回当中走向解脱，这是一个这样子的内容。
So the contents of the teaching tonight is addressing how Buddhists go about leaving a cyclic existence and heading towards liberation.
首先我们学佛有很多不同的这个层次，有稍微比较高级一点的、低级的、中级的这样子很多不同层面的这个学佛的方法。
In terms of the different ways we have of going about studying Buddhism, there are different levels. We have more advanced levels, somewhat less advanced levels, average levels. There are different modes of going about studying Buddhism.
说起学佛修心这样子的时候呢，可能很多人认为都是一样的都是一样的学佛，但实际上不是。实际上这个学佛有很多的不同的目标，也有很多不同的方法，所以呢这个学佛这个里面呢有很多很多不同的方法。
When we talk about Buddhist study and Buddhist practice, many people probably think it's all really the same thing, but in actual fact it's not. There are many different ways about or approaches for studying Buddhism, each with their own different goal. So we have many different approaches and methods for studying Buddhism.
最简单的这个学佛最简单的学佛，也就是比较低层次的这个学佛的方法呢，它就是为了达到一个比如说这一生，然后下一生生生世世能够拥有幸福快乐这样子的这个生活，就为了达到这个目的来学佛。
The simplest or perhaps the less advanced kind of Buddhist engagement would be that oriented towards enjoying a happy life in this life and in future lives to come. So this would be the motivation or goal that corresponds with this level of practice.
比如说很多人觉得这个我不要成佛不成佛没关系，然后呢我也不需要这个解脱但我只需要一个幸福健康 这样子的这个健康的身体愉快的这个心情，然后幸福的生活只要有这个就足够了我就是为了达到这个目标学佛那么这个他的想法呢，这个追求要求都不是很高，那么这种学佛的方法叫做人天佛教。
There are some people who go about studying Buddhism or learning Buddhism not with the goal of achieving Buddhahood. They're not interested in achieving Buddhahood. They don't think that they need to. They're not concerned either necessarily with achieving liberation. Their main goals are to have a happy mind and a healthy body and a pleasant life in this lifetime, and this is enough for them. This kind of pursuit or goal is not a particularly high one, but at any rate, this level of Buddhist practice is referred to in the teachings as the Buddhism of humans and celestial beings.
然后这个幸福快乐，这跟我们的这个内在的这个心态有非常非常大的关系。所以学佛了以后呢，自己可以调整自己的心态，很容易的调整。然后呢，就是如果有一些不开心的事情想不通的事情，那这样子以后呢，通过佛教的方法调整的话，也就很顺利的可以调整。所以呢，完全可以达到这个目标比如说学了佛以后呢。心情变得快乐然后呢就在生活上工作上遇到一些问题的时候呢也就没有那么的这个烦恼这个学了佛以后是完全可以做到的。
Since being happy and enjoying a joyful life has a great deal to do with our inner state of mind, this is something that Buddhism is able to achieve. People can readily achieve this through relying on Buddhist methods. Buddhism gives this way for adjusting our inner minds. By using Buddhist methods, it's quite easy for us to turn unhappy events into or to deal with them or cope with them. So this is something we can easily achieve by relying on Buddhist methods.
现在这个社会上，如果真正想成佛的想解脱的这样子的人，可能不一定很多。所以就是我们佛教徒当中有可能多数的人还是最终的这个追求可能也许是这样子的人天佛教。
Because in today's society there probably aren't that many Buddhists who are oriented to achieving Buddhahood, it is quite likely that the majority of Buddhists today are oriented towards the goals that correspond with the Buddhism of humans and celestial beings.
人天佛教可能可以满足很多这个学佛的人的需求。这个因为我们这个离我们的生活是比较接近。
This level of Buddhism is easily able to satisfy the needs and requirements of many Buddhists because it is relatively close to the way that we lead our lives, our everyday lifestyles.
另外一个这个学佛的方法呢，就是它不是为了这个幸福的生活，也就是它不是为了这个生活，他认为可以用其他的方法，比如说我们去工作赚钱这样子的话，大部分的问题都可以解决了。那么我学佛就不应该这么一点点的这个目标，这样子的话觉得不太划算所以呢。有一部分的人的这个学佛的目的呢，不是为了这个生活。
But there are some Buddhists for whom this kind of goal is not sufficient. That is, for them, studying Buddhism is not primarily about enjoying a happy life. Their everyday requirements they regard as being able to be addressed through going to work and earning some money. They don't think that enjoying a happy life or should be the primary focus of their Buddhist practice.
然后他们的这个目标是什么呢？就是为了解脱从这个轮回当中解脱，也就是说，这个把自己的所有的烦恼全部消灭。然后就是脱离生老病死的这个痛苦，就是为了达到这样子的目标学佛。
For this small number or minority of Buddhists, their goal is liberation, that is, being free from samsara or cyclic existence, eliminating all of their mental afflictions, that is, and leaving the sufferings of birth, sickness, aging, and dying.
那这个就是我们今天要讲的内容，就是这个内容。
And today, what I would like to talk about is this level of practice.
首先我们大家要想一想，就是作为一个人我们这一生应该追求什么可以追求什么。
First of all, everyone should give some thought to, as humans in this life, what should we pursue, and indeed, what are we able to pursue?
然后就是作为一个人的话这个除了我们的就是这个除了养家糊口除了这个生活以外还有没有什么东西可以追求
Aside from nurturing our families and taking care of everyday life, what other kinds of goals or aims can we pursue?
我们很多人比如说从东方移民到西方，然后又从西方又移民到这个东方就是这样子但是呢最终人的有一些基本的这个问题呢我们在这个地球的任何一个角落上都存在的就像生老病死
Regardless of whether we migrate from Asia to the West or from the West to Asia, there are some ultimate issues that everyone everywhere faces the same. These precisely are the sufferings of cyclic existence, namely birth, aging, sickness, and death.
除了这个生活，就是除了吃喝玩乐以外，如果是没有什么可以追求东西的话，那么这个人生的意义到底是什么？这个我们也就是稍微花一点的时间去思考一下。这样子的话，我们可能也许会发现一些就是对我们来说比较重要的事情。
If we give some thought to what other purposes in life might be besides from eating, drinking, and leisure, then it might be that we discover there are some significantly more important things.
佛教它讲这个人生那么像生老病死之类的但是佛教它并不是说把一个美好的东西然后呢丑化然后呢再告诉我们它是把我们的这个生活当中存在的一些问题也就是我们的生命当中存在的一些问题平时我们都没有去关注的一些事情就是然后强调让我们关注一下让我们去这个思考
In talking about the sufferings of cyclic existence that underpin human life, Buddhism isn't trying to make something that was originally very nice appear to be unpleasant or ugly. Rather, it is drawing attention to certain issues in our lives that we usually don't pay attention to, emphasizing them so that we give them some more thought.
像人的这个生老病死像人的这个生老病死本身就是存在的佛教不讲也是存在，我们的生活当中本身是存在的，佛教只不过让我们去关注一下这些事情把这些事情一定要当一回事不要忽略忽略了以后呢，有一天我们是肯定要面对的。那么面对的时候呢，这个时候我们就因为没有任何的准备，所以这个时候呢不知所措很被动所以就是早一点知道，早一点做一些准备就比较好。这个就是佛教的意思。
These sufferings of cyclic existence that Buddhism draws our attention to do exist objectively, regardless of whether or not Buddhism does draw our attention to them. Buddhism's point or purpose in emphasizing these things is so that we don't neglect them, because one day, inevitably, we will have to confront the various sufferings of cyclic existence, and without preparation, we won't know what to do, how to confront them. We'll be in a very passive situation indeed. So it is Buddhism's hope that we recognize these issues early and then make appropriate preparation.
然后我们这个比如说我们每一个人每一天所做的事情，就是为了我们的这个生活，就是为了我们住在这个地球上一切都是一切的奋斗一切都是为了住这个地球上，不是为了走我们对这个走离开有一天我们会离开这个世界，但是呢就是在这方面呢我们没有去思考然后呢也没有去做任何的准备。
Every single person, every day of their lives, everything that they do is dedicated to their present work or their present lives on this earth. All of their struggles, all of the energy they expend is oriented to living or surviving in this world, and no effort is directed to leaving or exiting this world, which will one day happen. However, not having thought about it or made any preparations, we will one day be in a situation of facing it without having made any preparations.
我们的一切奋斗都是为了待在这个世界上但是呢有一天我们就不能再待就是每一个人都有这么一天那么这个时候怎么办会不会很被动会不会很悲惨那么为了这个需不需要做一点点准备
All of our struggle, all that we do is oriented to our lives in this world. But there will be one day when we can no longer remain in this world. This day will arrive for all of us. What should we do at this time? Will this be a tragic situation? Do we indeed need to do some preparation for this day?
然后我们平时都看这个眼前的一些问题，也就我们只考虑就是这么10几年这样子的事情。但是10几年过去了以后呢，我们的生命呢确实是还没有结束它还存在那么还存在的话，那么这个时候我们会面临什么？这个需不需要现在去思考一下，需不需要现在去做一点准备这个都是 学了佛以后要思考的一些比较重要的事情。
Usually, we only concern ourselves with those issues or problems that are immediately in front of us. So, issues that might extend 10 or more years into the future. However, after this time has passed, our lives will still remain. And what will we confront at this point? Is this something that we need to think about and prepare about? So these kinds of questions are very important questions that in becoming Buddhists we need to give some serious contemplation to.
还有一个就是更重要的呢除了这个金钱权力地位民生这些以外还有没有一个什么所以是更高的东西我们去追求
And another thing even more important to contemplate is whether there is something that we should strive to pursue that is even higher than things like wealth, power, position, reputation, and so forth.
好，这个是我们今天要讲的这个课的这些是我们今天讲的课的主要的内容。
So these questions form the core of tonight's teaching.
好，接下来我们就是讲今天的这个课的主要的内容。主要的内容就是我们要从这个轮回当中走出去。那么走出去的话我们现在就应该上路就是现在就做准备现在就上路，现在就做一切准备这样子的课这样子的内容。那么我们现在做什么样的准备从哪里入手今天我们就讲这个内容。
So this is the focus of tonight's teaching, going about leaving or exiting the sufferings of cyclic existence. So if we are going to do this, if we are going to hit the road, so to speak, then what preparations do we need to make? Where do we start with this process?
那么今天比如说我们大家都知道我们是这个在这个处于这个轮回当中我们就在这个轮回当中六道轮回当中那我们为什么在六道轮回当中呢是什么东西让我们流转在这个轮回当中呢是什么力量是什么力量让我们在这个轮回当中然后是什么力量不让我们脱离这个轮回这个是什么原因呢这个我们大家都不知道
So all of us presently are in the midst of cyclic existence or samsara. Why is this? What has kept us here? What is the force that has kept us wandering within samsara? What is the force that prevents us from exiting cyclic existence? This is something that nobody really understands.
那么那我们不知道的话我们看看佛教里面怎么讲
So if we don't really understand, let us consider how Buddhism explains it.
然后我们不知道我们没有投生在这个地球之前是什么样的情况我们都不了解然后呢我们离开了这个世界以后去哪里到底是一个什么样的情况我们这些我们都不了解
So we don't know how it was before we were born in this world, and we don't know what it's going to be like after we cease to be in this world either.
那么今天我们讲的这个课呢主要是针对这个佛教徒
So tonight's teaching is mainly oriented to Buddhists.
以一个真正的这个学佛的人佛教徒的这个课程这样子的方式来给大家讲
And the way that the teaching is going to be given is that of a real Buddhist teaching on the topic.
因为我们这个针对不同的人，讲这个不同的内容但是今天呢，我们就是针对这个佛教徒讲一个佛教一个纯的一个佛教的内容。
Because we teach or present the teachings in different ways to different audiences, tonight this teaching is primarily oriented to Buddhists, believers of Buddhism or Buddhist practitioners, and therefore the way it is going to be presented is as a pure Buddhist teaching.
那么我们今天在座的当中呢，可能也许有不是佛教徒，还没有进入佛门的。有这样子的，但是呢，没关系的大家也可以参考佛教在讲什么，接受不接受都没关系的，自己可以思考，然后觉得可以就可以接受了。如果是暂时不太理解的话，那也没关系，可以慢慢的去思考。
It is possible that tonight in the audience there are people who are not Buddhists or who have not yet entered the gate of the Buddha Dharma. That doesn't matter. You should feel free to think about what is presented in the teaching tonight. It is up to you whether or not you accept it. If you don't, that's fine. If for the time being it's not something that you are able to accept, then you should feel free to slowly give it your thought.
好，那么首先我们为什么轮回让我们轮回的主要的这个因素对，主要的因素是什么？
So the first question is, why is it that we are here in cyclic existence? What is the primary cause or reason for us being born into cyclic existence?
首先给大家问一个问题大家知不知道这个抓老鼠的这个战术班有一个抓老鼠的。
So the first question I'd like to ask everyone is whether or not you know about a mouse trap that is made up of a sticky board that the mouse get trapped on.
有一块这个木板，然后上面有胶水就是这么一个东西，是抓老鼠的。
So it's made up of a wooden board, and then on the board there is a sticky or adhesive substance.
知道吗？知道的有多少？举个手看看。哇，大家都知道。不知道的有多少？看看，举个手。
How many people don't know about this kind of mousetrap?
非常好，大家都知道。好，好，那么这样子的话，这个很简单就是一块这个木板，然后呢，上面就一个胶水。 没有其他东西，还要放一点点这个吃的，就完了，就这么简单。
It's very simple. There's just a wooden board, a bit of glue on top of it, and a little bit of something to eat too.
那么这个时候我们得想一想这个战术板上有这个胶水。 然后呢，就会放一点点的肉之类的食物条件就是这些了，没有别的东西那么老鼠很成功的可以抓这个老鼠那么这个时候呢，是这个老鼠为什么这个为什么站在这个木板上这个我们要想一想。
So there's just a little bit of glue on top and some meat or another bit of food is placed there. These are the basic conditions that exist. And this kind of mousetrap is very successful in catching mice. So we need to ask, though, why is it that the mice get stuck on this kind of mousetrap?
好，这个老鼠就是站在这个战术板然后最后就会死的 那我们人也在这个轮回当中一直都在这个轮回当中。这个轮回呢，就像这个粘鼠般的这个木板一样，我们也一直都无论是走到什么地方都离不开这个轮回那么老鼠是因为有浇水所以它就站在这个木板上。那我们是什么东西不让我们离开这个轮回？
So the mice get stuck on the mousetrap and they eventually die. We as humans similarly are constantly returning to cyclic existence where we wander. In fact, cyclic existence is just like the wooden board of the mousetrap that the mouse gets stuck on. Wherever we go, wherever we are reborn, we can't escape cyclic existence. Now, the reason the mice get stuck on the mousetrap is because of the glue on top of it. What is the comparable force that keeps us returning to cyclic existence?
然后这个抓老鼠的这个工具，它为什么能够抓老鼠呢？就是因为这个上面有一点点食物然后就有胶水我们很多人会说，就是因为这个原因就可以这个抓老鼠但是实际上主要的原因不是这个。
So why is it that the mousetrap, this kind of device, is able to capture mice? Well, many people would answer it's because there is glue, the sticky surface, and there is also some food there. But in actual fact, these aren't the main reasons why the mousetrap is successful in catching mice.
如果老鼠它在这个粘鼠板上面的这个食物，如果它不感兴趣那么也不会抓到老鼠然后它知道，如果它去吃这个东西它一定会站在这个上面走不动，动不了这样子的话，它也不会去的所以这个粘鼠板也不会起到什么作用。
If the mice knew, if the mice firstly were not interested in the food on the mousetrap, then they wouldn't go there and they wouldn't get caught. Similarly, if they knew that they would get stuck by going onto the mousetrap, then they wouldn't do that in the first place. And so, if that were the case, the mousetrap would be of no effect.
那么这个最后抓到老鼠，最重要的因素不在这个工具上面就在这个老鼠它自己的身上主要的原因就在老鼠自己的身上。
So the main reason, in the end, for the mouse being caught or captured does not have anything to do with the device itself, but rather with the mouse.
那老鼠身上有什么原因？主要是两个原因。
So what are the reasons that the mouse gets stuck, that exist at the level of the mouse? There are primarily two reasons.
两个原因大家觉得是什么呢？第一个是因为这个老鼠的这个欲望它看到这上面有点点肉这样子以后它就动心了控制不了他自己的欲望然后就去这个粘鼠板上去吃这是他的欲望，这是第一个这个因素。
The first reason is the desire of the rat, the greed of the rat. The rat sees the meat on the mousetrap and is not able to control its desire. So it goes to the mousetrap, it eats it, and it gets caught. So desire is the first reason.
第二个原因就是他不知道这个上面有胶水他不知道，他只知道这里有一块肉可以去吃，但他不知道这个上面有胶水这是他的第二个这个因素。
And then the second reason is that the mouse doesn't know that the surface of the mousetrap is sticky, that it is sticky with glue. It only thinks that there is some meat on the mousetrap. It doesn't realize that there is any glue there. So this is the second reason.
那么这样子以后呢，就是我们发现，第一个是老鼠的它的欲望第二个是它的愚昧欲望和愚昧最终让它站在这个上面，就死在这个板子上。
So we can see then that the two reasons are primarily the mouse's desire and the mouse's ignorance. It is these two reasons together that lead it to become stuck on the mousetrap and ultimately to die there.
如果这只老鼠它不想死在这个木板上那有两个方法。第一个方法就是对这一点点的食物不要动心。
If the mouse didn't want to die on the mousetrap, then there are two approaches, or there would need to be two approaches. The first is that the mouse firstly would have to not be attracted to the meat on the mousetrap.
那第二个这个原因呢，如果它实在是这个想吃这一点食物，他一定要吃那得他要聪明一点，千万不要踩在这个木板上他想个别的办法去吃这样子也许可以成功。
If the mouse, however, really did still want to eat the meat on the mousetrap, then the second approach would therefore have to entail the mouse being extremely clever, finding another way to get at and eat the meat on the mousetrap without actually standing on it. So it might be possible if the mouse were to do this that he could be successful.
但是他这两个他都没有做到，两个都没有做到。第一个他对这个事物动心这个就是他的欲望没有控制好第二个他很愚昧不聪明这个上面有什么东西他没有去想这样子以后呢，就是因为他自己的这个欲望和他的愚昧最后就让他死在这个木板上。
However, in this case, the mouse failed to do either of these things or attend to either of these aspects. Firstly, he was not able to control his desire. And secondly, due to his stupidity, he did not give any thought to what the surface of the mousetrap was like. So due to these two things, desire and ignorance, the mouse gets stuck on the trap and dies.
那我们今天我们大家在这个轮回当中一直都在循环一直都在这个轮回当中流转，是什么原因？也是就这么简单，就这两个虽然我们不是很清楚我们为什么这个轮回但是除了这两个以外没有，就是我们第一个是我们自己的愚昧第二个是我们的欲望。我们的欲望和我们的这个愚昧让我们在这个轮回当中循环流转，就这么简单，就这两个原因。
And in fact, the reason that we today are still cycling in samsara is exactly the same as the mouse. It's exactly these two reasons. So even though we may not be clear about them, in actual fact, there is no other cause for our continued existence in samsara. These same two factors are at play. Firstly, our ignorance, and secondly, our desire. It is these two forces that keep us cycling or spinning in samsara.
然后佛教就讲缘起讲缘起。那缘起是什么呢？缘起就是有因就有果有因缘就会有果，有结果。那么除了这个因缘和结果以外，我们一个人的 这个轮回我们一个人的解脱跟其他的东西，比如说跟鬼、跟神都没有任何的关系。
In Buddhism, we talk about codependent origination, and primarily this is talking about cause and effect. If we have a cause, then there will be an effect. And this is relevant not just to cyclic existence, but also to our liberation. Our liberation is not something that is reliant, say, on ghosts and spirits.
如果我们想从这个轮回当中解脱，刚才我们前面讲过，有几个选择，有2个选择。如果我们还不想解脱，如果我们觉得这个我有这个幸福的生活就可以了我不想解脱，那么那是另外一回事了如果想解脱的话，那我们就是现在已经找到了我们为什么不解脱的这个因素，然后这个因素找到了以后呢，就要解决这2个问题，就可以解脱。
If we do wish to exit cyclic existence and achieve liberation, then we, well, first of all, we are presented with 2 choices, as we mentioned before. One of them is, as Buddhists, simply to lead a happy life without striving for liberation. If this is enough, then that's one thing, or another thing. However, if our goal is liberation, then the first thing we need to do is discover the reasons why we remain in cyclic existence. And once we have done that, as we have just now, then we need to attend to resolving these 2 issues. And once we've done that, we will be able to approach liberation.
好，那这样子我们现在就是要解决我们自己的，第一个是我们的欲望第2个是我们的愚昧就这2个。如果这2个解决了那我们就可以解脱。
So these 2 issues that we need to address are just our desire, as mentioned before, and our ignorance. If these 2 problems are able to be solved, then we will be able to achieve liberation.
比如说这个粘鼠板对老鼠来说如果他自己不犯错误的话不会对他有任何的威胁你不要去碰它就可以了，它不会来抓你的。
So it's the same as the sticky mouse trap for the mouse. So long as the mouse doesn't make any mistake himself, the mouse trap is of no danger to him. Simply not going near it would be enough. It wouldn't come and catch him.
6道轮回轮回像比如说像地狱、像恶鬼这些如果我们自己没有这个愚昧和欲望这样子的话，那么6道轮回不会给我们带来任何的威胁所以首先我们要解决这2个问题，这2个问题解决了以后呢，可以说6道轮回跟我们没有什么关系。
In terms of the 6 realms of cyclic existence, so including the realms of hell beings and hungry ghosts, if we didn't have issues with desire and ignorance, then these realms of cyclic existence would be of no threat or danger to us. So we can say that if we can go about addressing these 2 problems of desire and ignorance, then the 6 realms of cyclic existence will present no problem to us.
好，我们这一上简单的说了什么呢？说了这个我们为什么轮回为什么轮回的这个因素非常的简单，就这么2个这是我们的欲望和我们的愚昧，就这么简单这个就是我们找到了这个轮回的这个因素。动力然后接下来呢，我们再简单的说一下，那怎么样解决这2个问题
So we have now already accounted in simple terms for the reasons that we remain in cyclic existence. We have located the two primary reasons, namely desire and ignorance. And I would like to go on now in talking about how it is we can go about addressing or resolving these problems.
首先我们用什么东西来解决这两个问题呢？愚昧当然是用智慧用智慧来解决这个愚昧愚昧、愚蠢这个就是因为我们没有智慧，所以很多事情我们不明白比如说人生这个我们的比如说我们自己的这个生命的本质等等，我们很多东西都不了解就像这个老鼠它不知道这个粘鼠瓣上有胶水一样它不知道所以我们首先就是需要有智慧智慧就可以解决第一个因素。
What is it that we use to resolve or address these two problems? Well, firstly, in terms of the problem of ignorance or stupidity, we use wisdom to solve it or address it or counteract it. Without wisdom, there is much that we don't understand. We don't understand many things, including the fundamental essence or of human life. Our failure or lack of understanding of these things is like the rat not understanding that the surface of the mousetrap is sticky. So the first thing that we need is wisdom to go about addressing the problem of ignorance.
所以佛教始终都是非常非常的强调这个智慧那么智慧是什么
Buddhism constantly emphasizes wisdom. Or what exactly is wisdom?
从佛教的角度来讲智慧是什么呢？比如说我们今天在座的人当中也有非常聪明的，然后学历很高的文化水平很高的，这个肯定有的但是呢我们在学校里面所学到的这些知识这些呢不一定是智慧。
Well, from a Buddhist perspective on wisdom would hold that even though this evening amongst us there are no doubt many people who are very intelligent and clever and highly educated, the knowledge that we learn in school is not necessarily wisdom in Buddhist terms.
智慧是什么呢只要相信我们的比如说视觉听觉嗅觉，也就是说相信我们的五个感官相信五个感官给我们提供的这些信息，比如说我们的对这个世界的这个认知80%都是来自于我们的视觉其他的呢就是来自于我们的这个听觉嗅觉触觉，就是这些不管怎么样就是通过这个感官去了解去认知这个世界就在这个基础上这个建立的所有的这些知识所有的知识都叫做聪明还不叫智慧。
If we believe all that our eyes, our ears, our touch, and the information that is provided to us by our 5 sense faculties, well, we in general rely on our eyes for approximately 80% of all that we cognize and our other senses for the remaining amount. But in any case, all our knowledge that is founded on a basis of the data that is provided to us by our sense faculties is, from a Buddhist perspective, considered intelligence and not wisdom.
然后平时我们的感官不能给我们提供的信息我们的感官没有办法知道的，它没有办法接触到的这样子的深层次的东西，比如说我们的人生还有就是宇宙的这个最深的、最深层次的东西，就是了解这个认识这样子的这个仪式，我们的仪式叫做智慧，它是超越了我们的这个感官的这个层面。
Those things that our five senses or our five sense faculties are unable to perceive or unable to comprehend, such as the deepest layers of the human mind or the universe, are considered to be wisdom. So these are objects of wisdom.
好，这样子以后呢，我们这个超越轮回是要两方面。刚才我们讲过我们要断除我们的欲望和这个愚昧。那么断除这个欲望、愚昧，就需要智慧这个我们准备明天的这个课里边讲智慧的这一部分。
These wisdom indeed is something that transcends the five sense faculties. So as we looked at, it is necessary for us to eliminate our desire and eliminate ignorance. And insofar as ignorance is concerned, wisdom is what we need. But we will leave it until tomorrow evening's class to talk in more detail about wisdom.
好，我们接下来给大家简单的说一下我们怎么样超越我们的这个欲望，或者是怎么样断除这个欲望。
So what I would like to go on with talking about tonight is how we go about transcending or indeed eliminating our desire.
就是一提到这个控制欲望这样子的时候呢，可能我们很多人就是有一些想法这个是不是大乘佛教它不允许我们去享受这个生活其实不是这样子。
In hearing the words control desire, many of you might give rise to many thoughts, such as, does the Mahayana tradition not allow us to go about enjoying lives? But no, this isn't the case.
那么我们怎么样去理解呢？大乘佛教它告诉我们，比如说我们现有的一切，比如说地位、名声还有就是比如说财产等等，这些都是一个是我们这一生当中就是通过自己的努力所得到的，另外一个就是我们通过我们上一世的这个福报所得到的，所以我们有权利享受这一切。所以呢，大乘佛教没有告诉我们不要过这样子的好的生活、好日子，一定要当一个苦行僧它不是这个意思。
How should we then understand the Mahayana attitude to this question? Well, the teachings hold that those things that we already possess, whether it be position or reputation or property or whatever, have either been acquired through our diligence and effort in this life or as a result of positive karma accumulated in previous existences. So on this basis, we are entitled to enjoy these things. The Mahayana teachings don't require us to lead lives that are very bitter and ascetic.
那么大乘佛教说什么呢？就是大乘佛教告诉我们他说除了我们现在的这个生活当中的这个 就是人间的这些所有的美好的东西以外他说还有一个更好的还有一个更高级别的东西这个你应该去追求你不要特别的在乎你现有的东西，现有的东西你都可以用，但是呢，你就只在乎这个现有的这一切，然后呢，不积极向上这样子的话是不对的他的大乘佛教的意思就是控制欲望的意思就是这样子。
What the Mahayana teachings do tell us, though, is that aside from pleasurable things in human existence, there is a higher level of pursuit, and the teachings encourage us to pursue it, to pursue this goal. The Mahayana teachings regard it as inappropriate if we place all of our attention and concern just with enjoyments in this life.
比如说一个农村的这个小孩他就只吃过甘蔗这个甘蔗也是甜的味道假使他就只吃过这个甜的味道甘蔗甜里面然后呢他也没有吃过这个蜂蜜，然后呢巧克力等等很多其他的这个甜的都没有吃过从来都没有听说过，从来没有看到过。这样子的时候呢，他认为这个世界上所有的甜的就是这个甘蔗这个味道，没有更好的这个时候呢，他特别的执着特别的这个在乎这个甘蔗的味道。
So, striving at the same time for something higher than what we enjoy in our ordinary human existences is what we mean by controlling desire in Mahayana terms. We can think of an analogy of a child in a farming child, a child who is only ever eaten the sugar cane. The only source of sweetness has been the sugar cane. They've never had a chance to try anything else like honey or chocolate. They've never even heard about these things, let alone seen them. So in their mind, there is nothing other that is sweet other than sugar cane, and there is nothing better to this. And for these reasons, the child in question is extremely attached to the taste of the sugar cane.
如果这个时候他特别的在乎特别的执着这个甘蔗的甜味儿，死的不放这样子的话呢，他不放下这个的话，那他就是没有办法去追求其他的像蜂蜜巧克力等等这些他都没有办法去追求他因为他一直都把这个甘蔗死的不放，特别在乎，特别的留恋这样子以后呢，他就没有办法去追求更好的东西。
So if the child is really attached to the sugarcane and is unwilling to let it go, then it won't be able to go after or pursue anything that is better or more sweet, such as honey or sugar. Their attachment and love for the sugarcane prevents them from pursuing anything else.
那么这个时候有人告诉他，你甘蔗可以吃，可以吃。这个你不需要扔掉，你可以吃，但是呢，有其他的更好吃的比如说蜂蜜巧克力有这样子的东西，你可以去追求，你有这个机会你就去追求一下这样子告诉他以后呢，他就知道还有更甜的、更好吃的这样子以后呢。他没有停留在这个甘蔗这个味道上，然后呢，他进一步的去这个追求另外的东西就是我们 这个大乘佛教让我们放下这个欲望，也是这样子的意思。
But if someone were to tell the child that they still can eat sugarcane, but at the same time there are other things that they should try, that they have an opportunity, a chance to try other things, then the child is able to find out that there are other things that are more sweet and more delicious. They won't then stop at the level of just eating sugarcane, but will be able to move on to pursuing other things. And so this analogy illustrates what it is when we speak about controlling desire from a Mahayana perspective.
就是说比如说我们的车子、房子然后就是银行的存款等等等等现有的东西你什么都不需要放下，这你都可以用，但是你能不能就是不停留在这些上面能不能再往高一点这个追求一下可不可以再往上积极向上就是这个意思。
So the meaning of this is the meaning or the purpose of this is to encourage people to not stay at the level of concerning themselves just with their own cars and houses and savings in the bank and these kinds of things, but to go a little bit higher, to strive a level higher.
因为现在我们的这个生活当中的这些东西，就是我们刚才讲的，比如说民生地位金钱这些东西，把我们的心给绑架了，我们的心就被绑架了就是因为这些东西我们放不下这些东西一直都停留在这些上面然后呢没有办法去追求更高的。没有办法追求更高，这样子以后呢，确实我们的这些东西呢，就成为我们的一个这个自我成长的一个阻碍。所以大乘佛教就是觉得这些东西呢可以有可以有也可以用但是呢，不要这些东西呢就成为你的阻碍你还要往上走。
In our lives, these our possessions, things like our position and rank and money, etc., they serve to take our minds hostage, and not being able to let them go, we become stuck at the level of these things and not able to pursue anything higher. And thus, these kinds of objects and other things become obstacles to our personal growth. So, what the Mahayana teachings advocate is that we can enjoy these things and indeed use them, but we should not let them become obstacles in our growth. The teachings encourage us to continue to strive higher than this.
比如说当他得到了这个巧克力蜂蜜等等这些的时候呢，如果他还想吃甘蔗，当然是可以的，没问题，这个不需要扔掉但是呢，这个时候呢，他就得到了更好的东西了。同样的，我们比如说现在这个生活当中的所有东西都不需要放下，都可以用但是呢，我们可以追求一个更高的东西。其实我们这个人生是有这个机会的。我们刚刚开始的时候也讲过我们得要思考一下。除了这些金钱地位这些东西以外，有没有什么东西我们可以去追求？其实是有的。
So if in discovering chocolate and honey, the young child still wishes to eat sugarcane, then this is fine. That's okay. It's not necessary for them to throw the sugarcane away. However, in the process, the child will have discovered that there are better things. So it's the same in the context of our lives. It's not necessary for relinquish to those things that we already have or enjoy. However, we should strive a level higher than these things, and indeed all of us have the opportunity to do so. At the beginning of tonight's teaching, I asked everyone to think about whether there are things in life or whether there is anything in life to strive for beyond things like money and homes and cars and so forth. And indeed there is.
那我们能不能控制欲望，对我们的价值观是有非常非常大的关系。
Whether or not we're able to control our desire has a great deal to do with our own values.
比如说老鼠它只看到这个砧树板上的这块肉然后它没有找到更好的东西的时候呢，然后它一定会去吃这个东西。
In the case of the rat, if he only sees the meat on the mousetrap and not anything else, he doesn't see anything better than that, then he will, of course, go to eat the meat.
如果老鼠它发现更好的食物这样子的话，它可以对这个砧树板上的这一点点东西是可以不感兴趣的。
If, however, the rat discovers some better food somewhere else, then it's not necessary for him to pay any interest to this small morsel on the top of the mousetrap.
所以首先我们要提升我们的价值观。如果我们认为除了这个世界上更有价值的、更有意义的，就是这个民生地位、金钱除了这些东西以外，没有更有价值没有更有意义的这样子以后呢，我们确实是没有发现什么其他的可以追求的，那么就只有追求这些了。
So it's necessary that we go about elevating our own values. If we think that reputation, power, money, etc. are the only important things, we don't see or perceive anything else that is more important to pursue, then of course we will be stuck with pursuing these kinds of things.
这样子以后呢，我们提升了我们自己的价值观以后呢，然后我们会发现我现在有的这些东西呢，我可以有，我也可以用释迦牟尼佛，尤其是大乘佛教，他也没有要求我们不要用这些东西，都可以用但是呢，我不应该停留在这么一点点的东西上面我应该更往上去追求有了这样子的这个提升了我们的这个价值观以后呢，然后我们自然而然我们的欲望不会永远都停留在这些生活上的这些东西上面他一定会去寻找或者是追求更高的东西。
If we are able to elevate or refine our values or goals, then we won't be necessarily stuck at the level of pursuing these kinds of things in our everyday lives. So as we've seen, the Mahayana teachings and the teachings of the Buddha allow us to enjoy, allow us to have what we already have, but again encourage us not to stop or cease at this level of pursuit. The teachings encourage us to strive higher. And if we are able to elevate and refine our values, then our desire won't get stuck at the level of these kinds of worldly pursuits. We will find ourselves naturally striving for higher things.
有3个事情我们都不了解他们的这个本质 也就是他们的我们了解的都是他们的表面的现象他们的真实的东西深处我们都不了解。
There are three things that we don't understand. We don't understand their basic nature. There are three things that we only understand the surface or superficial appearances of. We lack true knowledge of their deeper levels or truth.
一个是物质世界物质世界我们以为我们很了解但是呢我们了解的都是它的表面的东西，它的真正的这个物质世界的结构，或者是物质世界的真实的这个物质世界我们都不了解。
The first of these is the material world. We think we understand, but in fact we only understand the most superficial or surface level. As to the real nature of the material world, its real structure or its reality, this is something that we don't understand.
我们以为这朵花是红色的或者是紫色的我们以为这朵花是有颜色的我们一直都这么认为可能大部分的人可能到死为止都是这么认为但是实际上这朵花它不是紫色，不是红色它什么颜色都没有但是这个我们不了解。然后呢，再往深层次了解的时候呢，实际上这朵花它本身是不存在但是我们从来没有这么去想过。
Insofar as this flower is concerned, we think it is red or purple in color, and most people would think this until the moment of their deaths. But in actual fact, this flower is not the color red or purple. In fact, it has no color at all. And in fact, if we were to look at it at a deeper level, the flower itself does not exist. But most people do not understand this at all.
这是第一个我们不太了解的，就是这个物质世界。
So the first thing that we lack an understanding of is the material world.
第二个我们不了解的就是我们自己的身体我们了解的就是外表，它的内在的最深处我们根本不了解。
The second thing that we don't understand is our physical bodies. We understand their external nature, but as to their deeper nature, we don't understand this either.
第三更重要的是我们根本就不了解我们的精神世界这个精神世界。
And even more than this, we lack an understanding of our the world of our mind. This is the third thing that we lack an understanding of.
精神世界它是一个非常神奇的这个世界，比物质世界还这个神奇的多，几十倍、几百倍这样子的一个神奇、一个奇妙的这个世界。但是非常遗憾的是，我们根本不知道它到底是什么，我们知道的是它的表面的现象。
So the world of our mind is in fact many times more mysterious than our physical bodies. In fact, our minds are maybe 10 times or 100 times more mysterious. This is a very regretful thing that we don't understand the deeper layers of our mind. We only understand their surface phenomenon.
然后我们知道的是，比如说怎么样去赚更多的钱怎么样去把自己的物质生活稍微丰富一点我们知道的就是这些。
Those things that we do understand are things like how to go about making more money, how to go about making our material existences slightly more abundant. These are the things that we really only have a good understanding of.
这个很多动物他们也知道，比如说蜜蜂它就知道怎么样去采这个蜂蜜，然后蚂蚁 他就知道怎么样去见这个蚂蚁窝。
Animals also have knowledges of a comparable kind. Bees, for example, know about making honey. Ants know about making ant nests.
所以我们把我们的价值观要提升提升了以后呢，我们才愿意不要永远都停留在就是这些层面上。然后我们愿意往上看往上追求。
So, what we need to do is elevate our values or elevate our goals, and it's only then that we will be willing to go beyond this level of pursuit to strive for higher things.
然后我们这个积极向上这个过程当中呢，最大的这个阻碍。绊脚石就是我们认为我现有的东西是最好的、最了不起的，比如说我们的世俗的民生地位、金钱等等这个就是唯一的唯一的我可以所追求、唯一的有价值的这样子的这种想法这个想法就是一定会把我们这种想法就绑架了我们的这个精神然后这样子以后就没办法积极向上，没有办法追求。所以呢，大乘佛教要求我们这种想法稍微要放松一点稍微要松散一点，这样子以后呢，才有机会往上去追求。
However, the process of elevating our values or our goals in order to strive higher, the major obstacle or stumbling block in this process is precisely the idea that those things that we already have are the good things. They are the only good things, whether it be money or position or reputation or whatever. The idea that these are the only things of value is serves to keep our minds hostage or to take our minds hostage. And in doing that, there is no way, we are without a way to strive higher. So what the Mahayana teachings do is ask us to relax this way of thinking a bit, because it is only by relaxing this mode of thinking that we will allow ourselves to be able to strive beyond it.
然后我们的价值观稍微发生了一点点的变化，然后呢，我们往上这个追求，开始往上追求，这样子的时候呢，实际上我们已经上路了开始走这个超越轮回的这条路我们就开始上路了这个是我们今天要告诉大家的这个主要的这个内容。
So when we are able to start to make a change to our values and our goals and begin to strive higher, then at this point we have already hit the road. We have already begun the process of leaving or transcending cyclic existence. And this is the main content that I wanted to impart in tonight's teaching.
然后我们每一个人都想大乘佛教里面呢，是不是真的有一个这样子的智慧我们可以去追求？是不是真的有一些比较高层次的东西我们可以去追求如果有，那我应该去追求一下我要去寻找。有这个想法的时候呢，我们就开始上路了有这个想法的时候，我们开始上路了所以这个确实是非常非常的重要这个的最关键是我们的价值观如果没有发生变化的话，那就我们的心里就不会有这种想，我们认为就这些生活里面的东西就够了没有追求。
So when everybody starts to realize that the Mahayana teachings include things or ways for us to strive for higher purposes and become interested in pursuing these things, then they have hit the road. And this is very important, because unless there is some change to our values and our goals, then it won't be possible for us to begin to strive towards achieving these things.
好，然后呢，再给大家简单的介绍一下一个具体的方法。
And now I'd like to go about introducing to everyone a specific method of practice.
这个具体的方法是什么呢？我们如果真的想超越轮回，想解脱这样子的话，就是要一步的去学，一步系统的去修心打坐。
If you really do wish to leave a cyclic existence and attain liberation, then it is necessary to study the Buddhist teaching step by step, and also gradually go about cultivating practice, that is primarily meditation practice.
那修的话是要从最基础开始一步的修。
And in terms of practice, meditation practice, it's necessary to start off at the foundation level and then progress one step at a time from here.
我们很多人现在就是很多的佛教徒就是不从基础开始修，一开始的时候呢就去修很高深的法这样子以后呢，因为没有基础所以最后没有任何的结果。
These days there are a lot of Buddhists who do not begin with foundational levels of practices. They start out immediately with very advanced methods of practice. But because they lack a foundation, they don't have any basis for their practice, therefore they do not see any results.
那这个具体的方法呢，就叫做四前心也叫做四加心藏传佛教里面这个所有修法的这个最基本的这个修法，我们应该从这个最基本的修法开始一步修。
And the name of the specific foundational method of practice that I would like to share with you is the 4 common preliminaries, or the 4 thoughts that turn the mind from samsara. This is a practice that is common to all Tibetan Buddhist traditions, and it is the foundation level practice that we should all start off with and then progress step at a time from here.
那么这个四前心就是第一个是人生难得。首先我们要去思考，我们这一次的这个人生是来之不易千载难逢，是一个非常非常好的机会，千万不能这个错过这个机会首先一定要知道我们这一次的这个人生的价值，这叫做人生难得。
So the first of these 4 thoughts that turn the mind from samsara is the precious human rebirth. And precious human rebirth, this thought, involves us contemplating the rareness and the preciousness of our human rebirth. It involves us reflecting or appreciating that we can't afford to miss the opportunity that it presents. So this thought or contemplating this thought involves us coming to appreciate the value of our human lives.
然后第二就是死亡无常我们虽然已经得到了一个这么好的这个人生但是这个失去是非常非常容易的说没就没有，这很简单。所以 这个人生啊，什么时候失去，这个就是不好说。所以现在有这样子的机会的时候呢，千万不能错过这个机会，当下就要开始修心。那这样子，这个就叫做这个无常人生无常。
The second of the four thoughts is death and impermanence. This thought involves us contemplating or reflecting on the fact that even though we have a precious human rebirth, losing this human life of us is very easy. We don't know when it is that we will die. And so for this reason, it's important that we start right now in this very moment with our practice. So this is what is entailed in the thought of death and impermanence.
然后第三就是轮回的痛苦就是说我们这个轮回，我们的生活当中因为我们是人住在人间所以我们的生活当中也有幸福，也有快乐但是呢，也有很多很多的这个痛苦生老病死等等很多痛苦如果是动物或者是其他岛的话，那就更加的会残忍所以呢，如果我下意识投身到这些当中，那就怎么办这个轮回当中的这么多的痛苦，如果我不解脱的话那就以后就是大家都不知道是什么样的情况所以我这一生有这个机会的时候要努力这个叫做这个轮回的痛苦。
The third thought of the four thoughts that turn the mind from samsara is the defects or the sufferings of cyclic existence. So even though in our lives we've been reborn in the human realm, so we are able to enjoy happiness and joy. At the same time, though, there is also a great deal of pain and suffering. The suffering of birth, death, sickness, aging, and dying, for example. Animals and other animals and other beings in lower realms have lives that have even more suffering than our human lives. So what are we to do then if we are reborn into such a realm ourselves in the next life? If we don't achieve liberation in this existence, then when will we? So we then come to appreciate that this life is a precious opportunity that we must be very diligent in making the most of. So this is the third thought, the defects or sufferings of samsara.
好，第四这叫做因果不续。因果不续就是说善有善报恶有恶报。所以我这一生呢。这一生因为我们是人身，就是拥有这个人身，在人的这个身份上我们可以行善可以断恶，可以做很多很多非常有意义的事情。如果有一天我们失去了这个人生这样子的话，那很多事情是没办法做没办法做。所以这一次有机会的时候呢，我尽量的要行善断恶这种这个思维这个思考的方法，这个叫做因果不续。
And the fourth thought that turns the mind from samsara is the infallibility of karma, or cyclic or cause and effect. So this contemplating this thought entails us realizing or recognizing that positive actions yield positive results, negative actions yield negative results. As humans, we are able to undertake many positive actions, and we're also able to abandon negative actions. However, if in the future we do no longer have a human life, then there are many things of this nature that we won't be able to do. So it's important having this opportunity in this human life for us to cultivate positive action and abandon negative action. Contemplating in this way is the fourth thought, the thought of the infallibility of karma.
这四个 思维的方式就叫做思前心或者是思加心。那么这个每一个都有非常具体的这个思维的方式。那么这些呢，因为我们今天呢时间的关系，没办法一个一个的介绍。但是呢，大家第一个可以看书然后呢，第二，在网络上有很多这方面的这个音频、视频都有，大家可以通过这些可以学习。
So these four thoughts taken together are also known as the four common preliminary practices. Tonight, because we don't have enough time, I'm not able to go into the detailed ways or methods that we should go about contemplating each of these thoughts. Each thought does have its own specific detailed way of contemplation. Nevertheless, there is a great deal of information available in books and on the internet. There are audio teachings and video teachings too, and so these are things that everybody can follow up and learn more about in their own time.
我们可以通过书通过 DVD， 通过这个互联网，就可以学习这个内容学好了以后呢，大家随时都可以修。
You can go about learning more about the preliminary practices either in books or on the internet.
我们就是想真正的学佛的人，就希望大家不要停留在这个烧香拜佛的这个层面上烧香拜佛当然是可以的，我们可以烧香可以拜佛都可以，但是最核心的还是要学习和修心打坐这是最重要的。
For those of you who really wish to study Buddhism, then you really need to go beyond the level of simply being a Buddhist whose practice involves making offerings to the Buddha. Of course, we can make offerings, but it is not the core of our Buddhist practice. This should be study and practice and meditation.
好，我们今天的课就是因为时间的关系讲到这里。
So that is the end of our teaching for this evening.
最后大家做个回向。
So that is the end of our teaching tonight, and we are just going to end with a dedication of merit.
Sonam dei tamja zambanya domne ni be jana banje Tirga na je wa long zhe bai Zhibim zo lin zho wa zho re shou Om Ahom Ban Zhen Ge Zhen Ban Ma Se De Hong Om Ahom Ban Zhen Ge Zhen Ban Ma Se De Hong Om